Frankie Muniz, the actor best known for his portrayal of the neurotic and gifted Malcolm in the hit show Malcolm in the Middle, recently stirred up some conversation with comments about his role. In a candid revelation, Muniz confessed that he believed his character, Malcolm, was the worst character on that show, even going so far as to say, Malcolm sucked. This unexpected statement has sparked both intrigue and debate among fans, who have long regarded the show and its quirky characters with fondness. The comment, made during a podcast interview, was not intended to disparage the series itself or the talented writers, but rather to provide Muniz's perspective on his experience playing the role. Over the years, Malcolm in the Middle has garnered a loyal following, with fans praising its unique style of humor, relatable family dynamics, and the stand-up performances from its cast. The show, which aired from 2000 to 2006, followed the life of Malcolm, a boy with an extraordinary IQ, navigating the complexities of adolescence within a chaotic, dysfunctional family. The ensemble cast, including Bryan Cranston, Jane Kaczmarek, and a young Muniz, created an iconic mix of characters that resonated with viewers. Muniz's character, Malcolm, was depicted as the middle child of a large family, often frustrated by his family's antics and his own inability to fit in. His genius-level intellect set him apart from his siblings and made him a target of both admiration and disdain. While Malcolm's struggles with his intelligence were a central theme, they also provided ample opportunities for comedic moments, particularly as he navigated his relationships with his eccentric family members. In his interview, Muniz acknowledged that while the character of Malcolm was integral to the show's success, he felt that Malcolm was often portrayed as being too self-absorbed and difficult. He expressed how at times, he found it challenging to connect with the character, especially considering that he was much younger than the role he was playing. Malcolm's constant inner turmoil and dissatisfaction with his life mirrored the struggles of many young adolescents, but Muniz found it hard to see beyond the character's flaws. As a result, he admitted that he didn't always enjoy playing a character that he didn't necessarily admire. Despite his critical stance on his role, Muniz made it clear that he harbors no ill will toward the show or its creators. He praised the writing, the direction, and the chemistry with his co-stars, particularly with Bryan Cranston, who played his father, Hal. Muniz recalled the experience of working alongside Cranston as one of the highlights of his time on the show, noting how their scenes together were often the most fun to film. He also acknowledged that the show's success and the enduring popularity of Malcolm was due to the exceptional team that brought the show to life. Interestingly, Muniz's comment about Malcolm being the worst character also highlights the challenges that child actors often face when growing up in the public eye. Muniz was only a teenager when Malcolm in the Middle first aired, and his experience on the show undoubtedly shaped much of his early career. However, as an adult, Muniz has gone on to explore a variety of other ventures, including race car driving and pursuing music, often distancing himself from his former acting career. In recent years, he has been more focused on his life outside of Hollywood, which might also explain his more critical take on his role as Malcolm. The idea of the worst character in a show like Malcolm in the Middle is subjective and open to interpretation. Many fans might disagree with Muniz's assessment, considering Malcolm to be the most relatable and dynamic character of the series. Others might argue that the eccentricities of the other characters, like Hal's bumbling but lovable nature, or Lois's tough yet caring demeanor, brought much-needed balance to the family dynamic. Regardless of where one stands on the matter, Muniz's honesty about his feelings toward the character is refreshing and highlights the complexity of playing a role for such an extended period. Moreover, Muniz's reflections also prompt a larger conversation about how child actors perceive their roles later in life. For many young performers, the roles they play can shape their public image and the way they are viewed by audiences. In Muniz's case, Malcolm was a significant part of his career, but as he grew older, he may have developed a different understanding of his character and its impact on his life. The Malcolm character was part of the cultural fabric of the 2000s, but for Muniz, his feelings about the role seemed to have evolved as he navigated adulthood. Ultimately, Muniz's candid comments about Malcolm in the Middle and his portrayal of Malcolm offer insight into the challenges of being a child star and the lasting effects of playing a character that becomes synonymous with your name. While some fans may find his assessment surprising or even disagreeable, it's a reminder that actors, even those who are beloved by fans, can have complex relationships with the roles they play. Whether or not Malcolm was the worst character is up for debate, but one thing is clear: Malcolm in the Middle remains a show that continues to have a lasting impact on its viewers, its cast, and its place in television history.